Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. And we got all kinds of material for you today. First, it's International Panic Day. I wonder if that applies to good old Iran. And this popped up, and I cannot believe we've forgotten about it. Those of us that lived through the Iranian hostage crisis. Remember this song right here? Here we go. Are you ready for it? I hope I can play it. I cannot get this song out of my head. Listen to this. Listen. Oh, that's the best. All right, Trump is MAGA. No one else is MAGA. There's one leader of MAGA, and it's Trump. All these people like Marjorie Taylor Greene and everything else. Well, this isn't MAGA. This isn't MAGA. Really? Trump will decide what's MAGA. All right, what else do we have? Trump. Iran cannot be allowed to have a nuclear weapon. Period. Great policy. Great position. The right policy. The right position. And he's going to see it through. It is time. Speaking of those that act like they're MAGA, Steve Bannon is wrong again. Oh, the vile things he said about Elon Musk when Elon Musk did all these wonderful things to help the president get elected, Doge and so forth. You know, Steve Bannon, folks, as a MAGA person, I get tired of the crazy ones. Steve Bannon is one of the crazy ones. Talking about, this is going to lead to a all-out nuclear war, blah, 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 blah. It is not. All right, isn't it great that Trump and Israel told Tehran to evacuate? They warned them, right? This is a wild statistic. Scott Bessant pointed out, blue-collar wage growth this year is up 60%. It's the largest growth in history. Is that not wild? How you like that, blue-collar folks? L.A. apparently has $20 million in damage from their riots, and they want the federal government to pay for it. How hysterical. They don't want Trump to nationalize the National Guard. They don't want the troops, but they want the federal government to pay for it. Kraft is getting rid of all the bad food dyes. Good for them. Release, you ready for this? Last month, no illegal aliens were released in the United States. Same month last year, 64,000. There you have the sum total. Marjorie Taylor Greene says Fox has brainwashed everybody. No, they haven't, Marjorie Taylor Greene. They haven't brainwashed anybody. She is another one. Kooky as crazy as hell is Thomas Massey, who's not MAGA, Steve Bannon, and the rest of them. And you know what? They're fun when they're on, they're saying all the right things. But when they turn like this, then you're thinking, God, why did I ever align with that person? All right, Joe and Hunter Biden apparently accidentally stumbled on the Reacher set. Isn't everywhere Joe goes a stumble upon? Schwarzenegger was on The View and he was great. By the way, he's liberal, he's an anti-Trumper, but he says he thinks those people from other countries that come to this country should behave like a guest. Amen, Arnold. Let to go, Arnold. I agree 100% with you that illegal aliens ought to act like a guest. All right, somebody's come forward and said they saw Brian Kohberger there. Uh-oh, you're going to get convicted anyway, this creepy guy. I say you know what? Sometimes like the electric chair and a drug aren't good enough. This guy ought to be tortured, burnt at the stake, hung or something. All right, millionaires, a bunch of millionaires apparently on Medicaid. That's messed up. Musk released a drug test to prove that he has no ketamine in his system. Little defensive there, Elon, but I get it. I'll tell you right now, Elon's kooky, but I like him. His heart's in the right place, and he's smart as hell. The Army reports there was no road damage to the D.C. streets. 11 a.m., flag raising. It's already taken place. I watched it. The flags are now up at the White House. Chinese, you can't make this up. Grassley's going after him. The Chinese apparently were making voter IDs for the 2020 election for Biden voters. Wow. Wow. Little election interference. Jim Acosta, we got a video clip, freaking insults Ivanka Trump, the deceased wife of President Trump. Here you go.
ICE raids at the Trump properties.
More,
Right,
yes.
Can somebody call ICE on the Trump golf course in Virginia?
Yes,
You're telling me there's nobody in there that is undocumented or has some kind of squirreliness going on with their paperwork? Give me a break. Hey, how many immigrants has he married? He's got one buried at his golf course in New Jersey.
Karen Reed, jury's asking questions. It looks like they're ready to acquit and maybe hang up on one question. In world news, we've already covered it with Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. See, I can't get out of my head. Pop culture. Happy birthday to Blake Shelton. Good guy. Rest in peace, Ann Burrell. She was the worst cooks in America host. Conor McGregor in a bar in Ibiza knocked out somebody. That guy got kicked out. Conor didn't. So we know who started it. You know, can you imagine the drunk Nimrods that walk up to somebody like Conor McGregor to challenge him, like Doc Holliday? Insane. Kat Timpf announced she's cancer-free and back on Gutfeld. Bull Durham, apparently there's talks of a remake, and apparently the two main stars are in. Bezos and Sanchez. Apparently the prenup is causing some problems. They're 2 weeks away, and apparently the folks in Venice are wanting to cause disruption. You know what? If you're a billionaire, billionaire, one of the richest men in the world, you can have your wedding any place, but maybe do a little more discreetly. And Mel Gibson wants L.A. to riot and rise up and rebel against the mayor and the governor. Get them crazy eyes going on there right now, Mel. I love you, buddy. Sports Without Boundaries. The Panthers won the Stanley Cup back-to-back seasons. They wiped the Edmonton Oilers floor with them. Oklahoma City plays the Pacers tonight. It'll either go to Game 7 or Oklahoma wins tonight. Yankees versus Reds all time. I saw this comparison, or the Yankees all-time greatest players, and I saw the Reds all-time greatest players. I'm going to do a separate Facebook Live about this. I think you'll find interesting. The Fever 88, Sun 81. Caitlin Clark was knocked to the ground viciously, but it didn't matter. They won. In history today, June 18th, 1815. Napoleon met his Waterloo against the Duke of Ellington, and Blucher from Prussia came flying in on his right flank. The counterattack from Wellington, and it was all over. He gets exiled to Helena, where he died 6 years later in 1821. All right, Shakespeare. Your Shakespeare insult of the day is, because on this show we like to insult with class, you are a rank, odious, tottering traitor. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. If you live in the Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky area, check out my local news.